Hail and greetings all, Ragnarok Prepper here. Today we're going to do another experiment, or a first time for us, and that is canning juice. I want to give a big thank you and a shout out to Country Mama Musings, where my son found this recipe and was inspired through his love of cranberries to want to make his own cranberry juice. So we were going to follow her recipe, and it's quite simple. You're going to need sugar, cranberries, and then if there's anything else you want to add, such as apples, or raspberries, or blueberries, those can fit in as well. You're also going to want to use filtered water. But as we sterilize our jars right now, we'll come back after that and show you what to do. So right now he's going to quarter up the apple. There you go. This is one of his favorite things to do, is to help with the meals. He really enjoys cooking. And I think he enjoys being a part of all the process. Is that true? Mm-hmm. Just watch your fingers. No, that would not be a good thing. I don't think Mom would be too happy about that. There you go. All right. Looks good. So here we are with our sterile jars, and we're going to begin. So what you're going to want to do is add 1.5 cups of cranberries to your jar. So here are your cranberries. Go ahead. You want to add 1.5. So there's your half. Yep. And pour them right into the funnel. Yeah. Now go ahead and get 1 cup. Yep. Okay. Now go ahead and get 1/3 cup of sugar. You're going to pour that on top of your cranberries. And then he's going to take and fill the rest of the jar with filtered water, making sure to leave 1 inch of headspace in your jar. So that means up to this bottom ring. Okay. Then try and rinse that rest of that sugar down in. Stop. Try and rinse that sugar in that you got stuck on. There you go. A little bit more. There you go. Perfect. Then, let me grab my folder here. Then we're going to go ahead and put the lid on our jar. If we can get a lid out of the water here. There we go. So we're going to put the lid right on. And then we're going to go ahead and clamp that down. Pick up the jar. And go ahead and you're going to want to tighten it almost tight. Yeah, just like that. And as you can see, you have the water, the fruit, and the sugar. Now you can, if you want, to shake it up to get that sugar dissolved around in there. Right. But you really don't have to. Because once we put it into the water bath, the boiling action will mix that sugar in with the fruit. So we're going to go ahead, and he wants to make several different experimentations here. So we'll try a different one next. Alright, so now he wants to try and make what?
Raspberry cranberry juice.
Okay, so in order to do that, what we're going to do is use 1 cup of cranberries. And then we'll use half a cup of raspberries. That's good. Go ahead. Alright. Now you're still going to add the same amount of sugar. So 1/3 a cup of sugar. Alright. And then you're going to go ahead and add your water in. Yep, perfect. Alright, so we'll take this off. We'll get a hold of our lid. There's our lid. And there you have cranberries and raspberries. So next he wants to try and do... So once again, what we'll do is we'll do 1 cup of cranberry, half a cup of blueberries, and 1/3 a cup of sugar. Yeah, they're rolling all over the place, huh? Well, here. Let me grab some and do this. There you go. So let me give her the funnel. There it is. Yep. Now here you go. Go ahead and get you a half cup of blueberry. Nope. That's alright, I got it.
Okay, dump it in.
You just throw a couple extra in there. Go ahead and add your sugar. And then your water. Looks good. We're going to go ahead and put our lid on and our ring. Remember, when you're fastening the ring, guys, you don't want to go all the way. You want to go just hand tight. And next he's going to do some cranberry apple. So we'll go ahead and move your jar here. Get you your funnel. And here's your cranberries. Alright. So now for your apples, we're just going to play with it. Put how many you think would be 1/3 of a cup. They won't really fit well in your cup, would they? No. Not for a real measurement. So go ahead, throw a few slices in. This is your creation, so whatever you think. Alright, so go ahead and throw your sugar in. And then go ahead and add your water. Looks good. Okay, go ahead and pull out your funnel. We'll put our lid on and our ring. So we have 2 more jars left for this canner load. Alright, so it looks like we're getting a little low on cranberries. We have 2 more quarts at least. So what are you thinking of for your next recipe?
Do half of cranberries, half of blueberries, and half of raspberries.
Okay, go ahead. Let's see how that turns out. That's what we got to remember when we're making our juices and experimenting. We're inventing new recipes all the time. This might be your favorite recipe in the future. Or you might find you want more cranberry in it. And there's a raspberry.
Try this kind.
Okay, now go ahead and add your 1/3 cup of sugar. And that's another thing with the 1/3 cup of sugar. I mean, you may decide that you want more sugar. You may decide you want less. It's all personal taste here. So go ahead. You're going to get your water next. There you go. Right up to that bottom ring. Let's get some more water. Okay. All right. So now, what do you think your final juice will be?
Maybe some like raspberry and apple.
Cran raspberry apple?
Yeah.
Sounds interesting to me. Go ahead.
1.5.
And I don't know if you just want to pour the rest of them in. Guesstimate on it. Looks like there's going to be some blueberries left for your brother to eat. Go ahead. The blueberry raiders are right here. You want some blueberries, man? You want some blueberries, Booga?
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. Well, come out and have some.
Yummy.
So go ahead.
Come on.
How many apples you going to put in?
Maybe just
Put them all in if you want. Might as well. Go ahead and get your sugar in there. Here, guys, you can have some raspberries too.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you save some for your brother.
Want some more time? And 1.5 cup of sugar.
Alright, now you're going to fill up your water. Looks good. So we'll go ahead, get our lid on there, and seal it up. And then we'll have to set them in the water bath. And we're going to, since we're using cold jars, we're going to head into a cold water bath. And then we'll boil that up, remembering to cover your jars with at least 1 inch of water. And then once it starts boiling, we'll start our 25-minute timer for the quarts, and we'll show you what it looks like when they're done. And here we have them in the water bath. It's starting to steam up, so I'm going to go ahead and we'll put the lid on and wait for the boil to start our time. And so we have 7 quarts of fruit juice fresh out of the canner. Any thoughts on your first juice experiment?
Well, I think it's good. They look good.
The jars have already started popping, so that's a good thing. But now comes the hard part.
Wait 6 weeks.
Right, we have to wait 6 weeks for the juice to fully form inside the jars, which would bring us to February 13th. Yeah. So we'll come back after February 13th and give you an update and a taste test on his juice to see which he prefers and which experiments he'll run next time.
Mm-hmm.
Any final words?
No. Not really.
So until next we meet, be well.